Mics are hot. Mics are hot. Mics are hot.
I thought I got the...
Would you rather?
Would you rather suck?
I'm like, obviously, that's where he would go.
I don't even know what was coming after.
All right, welcome back. This is episode 14, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. 14.
Episode 14. Thanks for coming. This is Comically Conscious, your one and only stop for all things America.
The only fucking stop. We discuss strictly politics and cross-party gender discriminations on this show. That's what we do. Politics, baby. Wave the flag for
all
him.
Right.
I'm singing Star Wars. You're singing some other shit.
Okay, no, but for reals, it's a Memorial Day week, so I brought this flag.
Dude,
I thought it would, what's that called? It would be festive or something.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put it. I got to think of somewhere to put it.
Stick it somewhere where it's like sticking up the whole time we're doing it. Ah, fucking perfect. Yeah.
Now everyone fucking
Let everyone knows where we
right.
fucking stand, boys.
That's what it is, America. So with that being said, I think instead of doing the normal like intro, normally we invent an intro. I think it's only right that for the respect of our country that we sing the national anthem.
I would fucking love it, dude.
Do you want to? How do you want to do this?
Are we gonna try or are we not gonna try? Are we actually gonna try?
You start.
Both will be funny.
We go back and forth. You start. I take a line. You take a line.
Yeah, let's just line by line. Let's go line by line.
But what if I miss like the lines that really shine?
We'll just
through my
we'll make it up as we go along, just like we do literally every fucking time. We're gonna do the same shit we do, but with the national anthem.
Okay, who do you want to? Hold on. I wish I had one of those things that went. Hold on. You gotta. You know when you.
I'm the only one in this room who is in the motherfucking honor choir. You're trying to explain to me how to sing a song. It's fucking laughable. This guy. It's
there
fucking
it is. I'm giving you the key.
Here we go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Dude, everyone has turned it off.
Respect
everyone
America.
Has turned
Jesus
the podcast
Christ,
off
dude.
right now.
Dude, you're showing
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. What you're doing that's pissing me off is you're holding your part for longer than you fucking
Dude, I'm trying to show my vocal range. Oh shit.
What?
Hats, bro.
Oh, are you fucking dumb, JC? I'm fucking dumber than fucking a box of rocks.
Okay,
bro.
Sorry, no hats.
All right, start over. No,
who's ever not singing should. Okay, I'll start over. Oh, say, can you see? Fuck.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the I can't find the key. I can't find the key. Through the pain. Oh, see, you can't. You have to
because you blew it.
You have to do both of those lines together. That's part of the song. So it's start where you were.
I forgot.
Fuck
the stars and bright stars through the perilous.
Fine, let's go duet rest of the way. O'er the red. You go high, I'll go low. Parts we watch. No, you go low, I go high.
No. Let me take it. Shh. We're so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare.
No. Hey, no. Dude, you are literally disrespecting the flag. Let me take this.
What?
Oh, the rock. Wait. How does it go?
You look ridiculous right now.
Dude, I forgot where we were in the song,
bro. Oh,
this is stupid. I forgot where we were in the song.
This is so funny to me. Like, this is by far our favorite intro that we've.
It sucks because I feel like we're disrespecting America on
we've
Memorial
spent roughly
Day.
like 8 to 9 minutes. Everyone's tuned it off by now, and they're like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
We didn't even finish the song.
Oh my god, I fucking love this, dude.
Dude, can you tell me where we were in the song? I would like to finish it.
Gave proof.
Were we there?
Through the night. Shout out to the Knights.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free. Let's do that one together. Oh, the land of the free.
Everyone's fucking going nuts. And the home of the brave.
Oh my god, it's so bad. And the home of the brave.
Oh, that was fucking gross.
Oh
That
man,
was fucking
welcome.
gross.
Number 14. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. No, seriously, if you haven't yet, you've been here for like, it feels like fucking 25 minutes
14,
singing the
yeah.
national anthem. At least
Say something.
leave a comment
Say
or a like just
something.
for the algorithm, even if you don't like us. I'm going to put my hat back on.
Say something.
Wow.
The Knights are playing this week. It's a big week, so I got to put my hat on for good luck.
Yeah, good call. Wow. So what a fucking week or two, I should say. It's been 2 weeks. We did another bi-weekly thing.
My fault.
Obviously his fault. If you saw our clip on Instagram, if you didn't, watch this. Yo, what's up, guys? So for those of you that's asking where's the podcast this week, unfortunately, there is not a podcast being released today or this week. It's unfortunate, and it is obviously JC's fault, as it usually is. Whenever we go bi-weekly, he comes up with something, some kind of excuse, right? Like it's been like, I have pink eye, or like this week was like, I'm having a baby, like my wife's pregnant and she's in labor. And it's like, dude, okay. But like, I don't know. Maybe I need to find someone else to co-host this thing with me. So I apologize, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, so you see, Doofus over here decided that it was a good day on our recording day, on our pod recording day, to have a fucking child on my watch.
Hey, dude, I pushed him. I pushed him directly out of my penile. What's the proper term, Mike? You're the one who went to med school. What's the proper term?
Urethra.
Your urethra. Thank you.
Yeah.
Through my urethra.
For your vaginal.
It was,
urethra.
I don't know, it was the first time in Nevada, I believe, that it's happened since like 2016 or 17, that a male has done that with a baby, pushed him out through his urethra. So I was pretty excited. I mean, it was like definitely the coolest thing that's happened to me in the past few years. So yeah, I mean, it was a cool weekend.
Okay, no, but aside from that, you had a baby. You're now a father of two.
I know I did have a baby. It was a fucking wild day.
Yeah.
Like completely wild day.
Can I tell you, your wife texted me at like 11 a.m. and was like, I think he's going to pull a Maverick, which for those of you that don't know what pulling a Maverick is, that's my son. His name is Maverick, and he was scheduled C-section for January 8th, January 7th. He was like, let's go, baby.
He was like, come out.
And
was he a C-section on the 7th?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
So slightly different than what you went through, but nevertheless, she told me at like 11 o'clock, which is pretty crazy because that shit was at like 4 o'clock. So
straight foreshadowing. I
was still hitting you up like, we're doing a pod, right? 1:30?
Yeah, we fucking planned on it. We talked earlier that day because, again, he wasn't scheduled C-section until the next day. So I worked that day. And I was like 11:30. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go home, get everything ready for tomorrow. As soon as I get home at like 12, I walk in the door. She's like, I think we need to go to the hospital. I'm like, why? What's up? She's like, I've been having like contractions, like, and they're getting really like close together.
Yeah, because that's what they worry about, right? I
Yeah.
forgot about that until you said that right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So it's like if they're like, it's
So if you haven't
normal.
been pregnant, that's kind of what they look at the timing of the contractions. Because we were like high risk and stuff.
Okay.
And so we had a lot of appointments. We had a lot of emergency medical scares, rush to the hospital, crazy tight contractions. But that's what they would always do.
shit.
They would time them.
Yeah.
And as long as they were real far apart, they were like, it's Braxton Hicks or whatever they call those things.
Yeah. Braxton Hicks. That's exactly what it is.
He was a good man. Rest in peace.
Moment of silence for Braxton Hicks. So yeah, they were getting to be really close. So we went to the hospital just to see what was going on. On the way to the hospital, she's texting her doctor, and the doctor's basically like, he's probably coming today. And we're like, fuck. Like, so
Just from the sound of like,
yeah, just from everything that's happened, the way they've been communicating all day,
Yeah.
obviously. And so she's like, yeah, that motherfucker's coming today.
this sounds real.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit. And what I realized in that moment is I hadn't fully come to terms with the fact that I was having a kid.
In that moment, you were like, wait.
Because on the way to the hospital, I'm starting to get, like nervous. You know, like obviously you've had the kid, so you get it. Like
I haven't probably been as nervous as you get. For like men compared to what, like it's a masculine versus feminine thing, I would think.
oh right, because
Where,
I was
I don't
having
get
the baby.
I don't get as nervous as
He
you.
was coming out of my body. That's why.
Whatever
I was
you have
most
to tell
nervous.
yourself to make a joke about it, but I could imagine as nervous as I've been times 5 or 6 because I'm scaling it.
The man who wears G-strings is telling me that I have fucking too much feminine energy.
You ever heard of a handicap in sports? JC, they do
Yes,
what's
I've
called
heard
a
of-
handicap. Have you heard of that?
Oh, dude, like handicap Olympics, dude.
No,
By
no,
the
no,
way,
no, no,
let's
no,
not- No, I'm not going to sit here and let you make fun of fucking handicap people on my podcast. You're not going to sit here and on Memorial
Please
Day
switch the subject.
and throw darts at people that are trying their best
Yeah.
at a sport that's hard to do.
Yeah.
So I'll just make that stand right now.
Okay.
But
Hey,
continue.
Hey, I'm sorry, and I apologize. And so, can I just give my point of the story? So here I'm waiting all day to do a fucking podcast for you guys, because that's the thing about me. I care about my people. You know, the people that are part of my tribe. I'm there for, and so I think. I'm not going to make him wait an extra week. We're just gathering some steam. We got some momentum. These people want to hear our voices. Whatever. But so keep going. So you're on the way there. You're realizing, fuck, this is real.
Yeah, I'm realizing like, wow, like
Seems a little late, but
I mean, like
right on time for you.
But especially as a man, like as a woman, I would imagine like you're growing this baby the whole time, so you are quite literally connected to it, and you're feeling it grow. You're feeling it get bigger. You have such an emotional attachment to it, and obviously as a man, you do too. It's your wife. It's the woman you love the most, and it's your baby. You are also for me. I already have a kid. So I understand like the emotions, like when you have a new kid, like you're so much more connected because you know what to expect, like in the best way. You know exactly what to expect. So yeah, but in that moment, I'm like, oh fuck, like he's gonna be here today, and I'm gonna have to start caring for his life like fucking today. So yeah, dude, we fucking get to the hospital, and literally like within probably 30 minutes of us getting there, her doctor gets there, sticks the hand up the. It actually made that sound too. Oh
wait,
my
she
God.
stuck her. That's not. They're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, well, they were checking. They were checking to see exactly what was happening because her
Whatever they
contractions.
told you, I'm just saying they're not supposed to fist you.
Well, dude, they fisted me, and then afterwards they fisted her.
Huh. Oh well, at least they checked you both.
Yeah, I'm like, they did her, and I'm like, I'm just sitting here on the sidelines, like, someone give me some love, boy. Yeah, dude. So they gave. Well, they definitely didn't do whole fist, but they gave me a couple of fingers just to let me know that I was still cared for, cared about. They cared about the dads at the hospital we went to, not like some of the other fucking hospitals.
Yeah, been there. Fucking been there.
And, so she sticks her hand up. She's like, yeah, you're only about 1 centimeter. We're probably good. The issue here was, Mike and everyone listening, is that with the anesthesia, the epidural.
Well, those are different, but
Well, they're both a form of pain
Yeah.
suppression.
okay.
So thank you for interrupting my story to let everyone know that you know. But I'm taking back my time.
Okay.
So if you've eaten within like 8 hours of being there, then
It's like normal surgery
Yeah, you
shit,
can't
right?
do
They're
it.
like, we're not going to put you under. We're not going to do the thing.
I literally came home.
Because you were,
Yeah.
okay, we were scheduled for a C-section, not for just an
Exactly.
getting induced. Like, is
Exactly.
that an induction? That sounds so weird, but it's right. Right? Being induced?
Yeah, like that's
Wouldn't it be an induction?
Yeah, that's the...
So you were going to be inducted. No, I don't know. It's induced. No, you guys weren't gonna be like just induced into labor. She had a C-section for your last kid, so they were planning a scheduled C-section.
Exactly.
So now they're like, hey, we can't do the anesthesia, we can't do the thing to cut you open because you ate.
Exactly.
So we are going to.
So we're just gonna chill here for like the next 4 hours. It's like it's a 3:30, whatever. It's 2:30, however, whatever, 6 hours, however long it is.
Yeah,
long ass fucking.
We gotta
time,
wait
bro.
it out.
And meanwhile, she's.
I don't want to. I don't want to interrupt again, but
Yeah.
I know the facts here, so I'll give you the
Yeah,
facts. You guys got there like around 2, and she had 8 around noon, and they were
Yep.
telling you guys to wait till 8
p.m., bro.
before they do the cutscene.
Before they do the little cutsy doodle. So like,
Wait,
bro,
that's weird because that's weird. So they understand like we're not gonna have you come back tomorrow or whatever. Something's going down. We're gonna cut it out, but just like stand by.
exactly.
And they just assume like she'll just keep contracting for the next 6 hours and then we'll get it out.
And she was like, exactly, bro. And I'm just sitting there like I have no idea I don't know what's happening. And so all I know is that she's in a fuck ton of pain. A lot of pain.
That's so hard.
Like she's like writhing on the bed, bro, and like just she cannot take it. She keeps saying like, "I can't do this for 4 hours. I can't do this for 4 hours." Like there's no
Yeah, because
way.
she's going. I'm on a fucking 6-hour countdown. I'm like 2 hours into this. This shit sucks. I can't keep fucking doing
She's
this.
no way. And she's even told the nurse, she's like, I don't. The nurse walked in. Jessica goes, I don't know how people do this for like 4 hours. Just push it out like this. The nurse goes, I did it twice.
Like, weird flex, but okay.
And I was like, oh, it's a strange thing to say to someone who's about to have a fucking baby.
I don't know if I can do this. Like, don't be a pussy because I did it.
She's like, and I'm like,
I did it, no
I'm
big
like,
deal.
That gives me a ton of confidence. But yeah, so like literally from at that point, 40 minutes from that point, shit got wacky. The doctor walked in again and was like, she looks like she's in way too much pain. Like, let's fucking take a look at that.
Oh, the doctor saw and was
The
like,
doctor-
this doesn't
yeah, the
seem
doctor
right.
who was
I
there.
could tell this
Yeah, he's like,
fucking poor woman is probably needs to have a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Nature's calling,
Yeah.
bitch. Like,
And little coasting dude was just flying down the birth canal, baby, like, let's fucking go. And so yeah, doctor comes in, he's like basically he's like, hey, check her. So they checked her again. There's like, oh yeah, she's at like 7 centimeters. Which for anyone who's not have a baby, whatever, that basically means too late for the epidural, like no
game
C-section,
on, baby.
This is happening right now.
no C-section.
No C-section, no epidural,
Natural birth.
no painkiller. Push that thing.
Let's
out.
go.
Which, by the way, my wife, that was not the plan. Right?
Why'd you say my wife?
That because there wasn't our plan. I'll say that.
No,
but
I
she's
just-
obviously driving the bus. So anyone who's had a fucking wife with a baby knows how much they're driving the fucking
Anyone
bus.
who's had a wife.
Yeah, knows how much they're fucking driving the fucking bus. So I'm although we're the only two on the bus, I'm also in the back of the bus and she's driving.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You're not even close. You can barely hear the bus driver.
I'm like, hey, she's like, shut the fuck up. She turns the music up so she can't hear me. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like they're like, no, this is happening right now. So the nurse she literally opens the fucking door and she's like, I need help right now. Like screaming down the hall. People come rushing in. Jessica's freaking out a little bit. It's at that point I start to get uber nervous, like 10 out of 10 nervous, because she's in like the most pain. Like she's like screaming, like out of a movie. You know how in movies when people
it's
have
like
babies, they're like,
gut-wrenching.
It was that like primal screaming. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit. So I go to the bathroom. I'm like,
I could tell when I got there after that she was like, I was fucking screaming. Because she was like, I was screaming. And I'm like, damn, you were that girl? And she's like, no, like I was fucking.
I start to sweat. I get a little bit lightheaded. And the doctor looks at me and he's like,
what part of the birthing process are we at? She straddled up on it.
She straddled on the thing. They got 6 doctors around her. Spotlights are on at this point.
Doctors down.
Doctors like they're
one
getting
nurse holding one leg. One nurse.
Well, they have
holding
like they have a mechanical thing that you put your feet up on, but doctors posted up with a thing like it's happening right now. And I'm like, oh shit. Doctor looks at me he's asking me to do something. I don't really remember what it was, but he's like, JC, can you? And I like look at him like, give him the finger wag, like, cover my
whatever
mouth.
you want.
I'm about to fucking
I'm not
throw
that
up
guy.
right now, bro. And so I go in the bathroom, a couple quick hurls. Anything that was in my stomach at that point was fucking in the toilet. I hop back out. Within 3 seconds of
No,
me,
bro. No. We are not gonna just skate on past this part. How fucking bitch made,
dude.
How many times do you think the doctor's like seen a dude like peace out and throw up? Do you think that's normal?
Probably a lie, because he actually, I did the finger wag. I ran to the bathroom and he goes, JC, and then he walks to me. He goes, oh shit, he's throwing up. And he, like the doctor looks at me behind the thing. Oh shit, he's throwing up.
He's like, hey, someone get this.
And then they continue doing what they're doing.
Oh my god.
And he,
hold on. Hold on. Do you hear that?
What?
I think.
What's the joke?
Oh my god,
what's the
it's him.
fucking joke that's coming?
Oh my god.
What's the fucking joke,
Listen.
Mike?
Hello.
Is that you?
Yes, it is me, my son.
Is that God? But
The
sounds like
one, the only God.
it sounds a lot like a black God. You're a skinny white guy. What's happening?
I have a question for you, JC.
Sure, God, anything.
Here, let me.
I'm gonna give you like when I'm gonna act like God, like you pretend like you're talking to God. You don't look at me.
But in this instance, you quite literally are
No,
God.
but in the oh my god, okay.
All right, run
it's
it back, run it
Comedy.
back.
I'm just fucking teaching you comedy, but you get it's like oh okay, let's do it again.
Run it back.
Look. Wait, what's that? I hear something. What is that?
I don't know. What is that?
What? What? Huh?
What was that?
Who's there? Hello?
Hello.
Who is that?
Hello, my son.
My son. Who's up there? Who's talking?
This is your father,
My father?
aka God, aka Jesus,
Oh, it's you.
aka
It's fucking
Mr.
you.
Comeback, steal your girl.
It's fucking you. I got some shit.
I have a question
Yeah.
for you, JC.
I got a few for you too, but you hit me with yours first. Respectfully.
I noticed you had a baby.
I did. I recently had a child.
Why were you such a pussy in the delivery room?
Okay, let's start with this, Jesus.
Well, I'm not gonna let you just fucking talk to my friend like that, okay? You understand me?
Can I say my piece?
I'm sorry. I get fucking ruffled
Can
up.
I say my piece?
Go ahead.
So what happened was, I wasn't a pussy, because I would define, like, if I see like the whole scene, right? If I throw up from like seeing her spread wide open, all the blood, all the gore, like, yeah, call me a pussy. Fair enough. And I'll fucking put it tattooed on my forehead.
But you're
But no.
claiming you didn't throw up because of that.
No, it wasn't the scene. It was just it was everything else.
Okay.
That kind of got to me. It was the whole circumstance. So that's why I'm right and you're wrong in this
Okay.
instance.
Yeah.
Respectfully, Jesus. Respectfully.
Peace, dog.
Later, God.
Later.
Hey. One up. One love.
You said one up?
Yeah, because God. I don't know. One up.
One up?
I was trying.
Comment below if you've ever heard someone say, hey, one up.
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, my late grandfather who passed.
Stop.
Yep. Do you want to know when he used it?
What?
He always, my whole life, I just did it to Maverick like 2 days ago. He would grab the back of your hair, like on the bottom, and he would say, one up or two down. And he would say, one up or two down. And when you're little, you always say one up. And if you pull up, it fucking hurts. If you pull down, there's no pain.
Oh, wow.
It's actually, I'm realizing in this moment, it was like a metaphor for life. It was so much bigger than like,
Right.
I thought it was. And yeah, I'm feeling
Just
it
now
now.
it's hitting
like,
you?
I'm
Just now
like,
it's hitting
wow, it's not about the number. It's about it's about the journey, not about the destination. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Okay.
One up, Grandpa.
Well,
One up, Pap.
One up.
One up.
But yeah, dude, so
So you literally fucking leave the room and throw up. Like
throw up.
legitimately puke.
puke.
Okay.
Puke.
How long are you puking? Fast and then you get back in?
Quick. Because I know that the game's going on. And it's not about me. So I need to get my ass back in the fucking game and off the sideline.
Yeah.
So I get back in the game, and within 5 to 15...
Is there a vibe when you come back? Are the nurses like kind of looking at you?
No, bro, because everything's happening
it's
so
just
fast.
happening. Okay.
Everything's happening so fast. They don't even really know I'm gone till the doctor like calls it out. Oh shit, he's puking.
Puking!
Oh, yeah, oh shit, he's throwing up.
So like, the nurse is like, fuck, pulls out $5. And everyone's paying each other.
That's exactly what it felt like almost at the end.
He walked out and was like,
fucking told you this guy. But yeah, dude. So within 5 to 15 seconds of me coming out from the puking, she is now in the zone. She has gone. I've watched her face go from like completely scared. This isn't my plan. I don't know what I'm doing. You're supposed to come up. I come out and she's like, she looks like Michael Jordan fucking Game 7, dude.
damn.
She's like push mode. And at that moment, I was like,
I'm sorry,
perfect.
this thing's just kind of bothering me no matter where we put it. It's in our way. I mean, with all respect.
Respectfully. Yeah, dude. And so she just fucking pushes that bad boy out. And it looks, the best way I can describe it to those who've never seen a birth is like a volcano. If you can imagine like a volcano of human, what do you call? What's the word?
Feces.
Bodily fluids.
Feces.
Blood, all bodily fluids along with a small human just literally exploded out. And boom, doctor caught him right there. I came over, fucking cut the cord, did the shit. And it was fucking on, dude. On like Donkey Kong. Little Coastin was born.
Okay. I'm not going to fuck with the flag anymore.
Like no one can even see what the fuck is
I
going
know.
on
I'm
with it,
sorry.
bro. It's
Well, they
inside
can.
of a
You would know
fucking-
that. It was cut on the wide shot. They could see what I was doing with it.
Like,
That's what I came up with, man. Engineering. UNLV. So anyways, Coastin was born. So now I have 2 nephews. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, dude.
I got to be like the first people to see him in the family.
Yeah, you were. You guys were the first. I was trying to think.
Don't fucking tell me someone else was there. I thought that was me.
I know. I was trying to think.
No, I
you
feel like
dumb here?
I
Or no?
only got in because you guys trusted my camera skills, I think. Which I still haven't given you guys that video. I still have that video
Oh, yeah.
of Trip meeting Coastin.
Meeting his brother. That was a great one.
Yeah, but that's why I got to go there first, because I had the video camera. It was really cool to get to be there while
Yeah,
Trip,
how was that?
While
Because Trip was born. Well, also our other son was born during COVID.
Oh,
So no one could be-
completely different experience. We've never had a baby in our family except for mine.
Yeah.
Where people could even be at the hospital. Because last time it was 2020, July 2020,
Deep
your
COVID.
other son. I mean, it
Fucking
was deep.
COVID.
I remember hanging out with Jess in your guys' driveway when she was pregnant.
And that was the
Well,
closest.
it was we're in the driveway because she's,
Right.
10 feet away and we're sitting there. And I remember just being like, God, I just can't even touch the belly. Can't even touch her belly. It's
God
crazy.
damn, dude.
I know. So this time was really cool. And it was cool to be there. And it was fucking
Insane.
so unexpected the way Trip handled it.
Right?
Which I think is so cool. Because I've been my whole thing has been like, since you guys have been pregnant, has been this driving curiosity on how Trip is going to
Handle everything.
handle it and what's going to happen with him, because he's been the only child, but he's not only only child to you guys, he's like the only baby child in our whole family, and we have this big giant family, and so everyone just dumps every bit of energy into him, and he never, I mean, if there's a function going on, there's always someone with him, into him, holding him, da 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 da. And so I was just thinking, like, what's it gonna be when he has to split some of that energy, that natural thing? I never think, I mean, we still don't know. It's
Yeah.
only been like a week. So
For
we
sure.
still don't really know like how this all falls in.
when Coastin starts to develop personality and garner attention for his personality,
Yeah.
not just for being a baby.
Because right now he's just a baby. He's probably barely even crying, right? It's been a week.
Yeah,
he's
at all.
crying
And like,
sometimes,
and then
he's
like-
just sleeping.
And Trip loves him, obsessed with him.
Yeah.
But again, how will he feel?
Right
when,
now
like-
it's him and Trip. It's not the baby's crying. I need
Yeah.
I need a moment. Yeah. I just think he's so attention. What's the opposite of attention starved?
Oh,
But no, he
attention-
just has
yeah.
so
Just
much
du-
attention
like you were saying,
dumping
dude.
on him
Like,
all the time.
There's not 5 seconds to go by at a family
In
function
that guy's life,
where in his
almost.
life where someone's not doing something
Yeah.
with him for him.
And it's always like, you're so amazing. You're so cute. Oh my God, he's so funny. Because he's just so rad too. So
Yeah.
like everyone
He's
he
just
meets
always
is
doing
just
his thing.
telling him how amazing he is, which is fucking dangerous
Yeah,
on its own.
for sure. But also he
So when they
yeah.
met, how do you feel about it? We haven't talked about it. Like, explain it so people know like what it looked like in your eyes.
So it was like Trip is our older son. He's 2.5, almost 3. He walks in the room, and we've been talking about coasting for a while with him, just to preface this. So he knows exactly, like, it wasn't like...
Let's just say, for the sake of the story, very healthy family. We have a very healthy family when it comes to, like, family vibes, and made sure, I'm sure you guys did, but the whole family made sure he was very included. It's his baby. He's going to be the big brother. Our baby.
We got Trip a gift. Like, it was like these 6 or 7, like, giant action figures that we told him was from Coastin when he got to the hospital. So, like, we're like, dude, Coastin got this for you. So, like, immediately, like,
that's so cool. That's a good
everything
idea.
about it has been like, dude, him and Coastin are like best friends. Like, they're the guys.
It's going to be so cool as they grow up.
But he walked in and, like, definitely weirded out. Like, holy shit, there's a baby. Plus, like, mom's in the hospital doing the thing. Like, it's all weird. But he got on the hospital bed with Jessica and Coastin, and was just like petting him, like he's like a fig, like
he didn't know what to do almost. He's
like he's a fragile, like petting his back, like almost like
very nervous.
Yeah, like a cat. Like when a kid meets a cat for the first time, they're just petting like their back, and then it kind of started to hit him, and we were like, dude, like that's your brother, that's Coastin. And he just like got in my lap and almost like collapsed and like fell, and his head just was in my arms, and he was just like almost like shielding himself, like so overwhelmed with like.
That's what I feel like it was.
So overwhelmed.
Like just pure overwhelmed with feeling, and he didn't know how. He didn't like know what he was feeling.
Yeah.
And it like kind of freaked him out.
Yeah.
But he went up, he's like, whoa, what? He's just looking. And then he did this. Well, I mean, this is what he did. If you remember, he was like sitting there touching him, and you were back there. I was across the way, and he's like doing this. And then he like did like, he would look up like this. And he got smaller and smaller and just kind of barely looking up at us. And we were all, what's going on? And then he just like, let's go, runs to you, and then just like buries his head. And then he's like kind of looking up, kind of looking down. But it was like so fun because you never, ever know how that moment's going to be, what that thing's going to be, you know? And then like 5-10 minutes later, he's like holding him. Like, but it's just, I love that. Like they're like, we have that forever. Like they're going to get to watch that video of like how, what was that feeling? Yeah. Everyone like you're expecting, I would imagine for like the parents, you're just thinking it's just going to be the most magical thing ever. Right. Yeah. Like he's going to walk in and go, oh my God, you guys are going to like cry and you guys are all going to hug and cry. Then he's like, I don't know about this thing.
In reality, he's just a kid and he's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? That's awesome. Well, yeah. Well, your life. So you've been living with a baby. That's been, you know, dude, not to spend too much more time on it, but
dude, one of the wildest things to me, like the biggest realizations I made, and I thought about this last time we had a baby too, we were in the hospital, is like the nurses. Couple big things about the nurses is one, the way that they are able, at least in the hospital we were at, I'm sure there's every fucking place is different, whatever. I have to give that disclaimer because of the fucking stupid world we live in nowadays. But the nurses at this hospital, the way they were able to make like these incredibly deep, like genuine connections with people like us who they only see for 12 hours of their life. But let's like...
Yeah, if that. I bet some nurses only came in for the birth.
Yeah, right?
There's probably like some people present that literally were only there for the birth.
But like it's this thing that you can tell, like when they walk in the room, like they're with you. Like you have them for that time they're in the room. And like there's like something to be said for that like there's not really a lot of other professions that really truly like require that level of like presence to be effective at their job, right? Like 9 out of 10 things in the world you can do, you can just fucking show up to work, go through the motions. No one will ever know any different whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's one thing that really struck me because I kept thinking like, how much money do these people make?
Not enough.
And like nothing. Like, I mean, yeah, they make like between 90 to like 110, 120, but I'm like for what they do,
I bet that. I bet even then, like that's bro. 10 years.
You're right.
Vested,
like with overtime.
Like, yeah. They're still working way too hard for that, like 90 or 1 or whatever.
God, and it's like because we talked about it a little bit too. Like it's already kind of interesting the way that
get me fired up. Dude.
I know. It's already interesting the way we do birth in our society.
And there's the rest of the episode. I was literally this whole time. I'm like, we're gonna go past it. I'm not gonna fucking give my 2 cents on birth and natural and all this shit.
Yeah, but I took it.
And now we're here.
I saw the fucking hill, and I'm like, I'm gonna race down that hill over there.
Just push me, and now I'm just down on the hill. I'm like, dude, there's no stopping.
No, but just the last thing that did stick out to me, like, is that, like we talked about, the way we as a society do birth and birthing, it's very what you could argue it's wrong, right, whatever. You're not a big fan of it, but the fact that you can go into a hospital, a place where again we don't know anything about it, no one who is there, and within hours of getting there, like you feel like everyone who's around you and helping you is there for you, and there's this genuine human connection there. That it was just wild.
Do you think that only happens with like childbirth? Because when I go to the hospital, I don't feel a genuine human connection with like.
I would agree.
Any nurses usually, it's almost like they feel desensitized to me. It's like, dude,
it's almost the opposite, right? It's almost the opposite, right? But I guess childbirth has the one place where it's maybe different.
Okay, well, I'm seriously not gonna. I could fucking spend forever on this, so I'm gonna try so hard. You have to help me not go off the rails. Help me steer the ship. Now, although I love what you're saying, and I love seeing the beauty in random human stranger and human energetical essence meeting another human that's full of energetical essence, and they merge for that moment while she's having birth, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and they're there, and I'm not taking away from that. But to me, it's funny because that's one thing I usually point out that I don't like. I don't like that childbirth now has become a thing that you do with strangers virtually, which is like my position. But I do see what you're saying. There is beauty in that. Yeah. I did think that was beautiful when I got to the hospital and she was like, there was this one nurse who grabbed my hands and she looked at me and she said, look, we're going to do this. Ba, 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 ba. And that was the game changer for Jess mentally. That is so beautiful. Human you don't know ever, but it's also fucking bizarre. Because I was in there with 2 hours later and that nurse walked in and she hadn't seen her since. And the conversation was like, oh my God, thank you so much. You helped. And she goes, yeah, no, it's great. And then she goes, yeah, they're moving us upstairs. Do you work tomorrow? Oh no, I'm off the next few days. All right, have a good day. Have a good day. Bye. And that was the whole convo. And that's when we started this conversation because I said, see, that fucking drives me nuts. Now, it's beautiful that she was in there, but that should have been our sister. That should have been Taylor. That should have been our mom. That should have been our grandma. That should have been your mom. Should have been your sister. Fuck. Should have been me. Should have been the kids. Should have been Maverick and Jameson. Should have been your dogs. Right. Should have been like, to me, it's just like we're so far from like natural birth and we have all these problems. And this is how I'm going to wrap it up by not going too deep. That so many things happen in those like clinical scenarios that I don't think would happen elsewhere. And I say that because, yeah, it's just like, to me, I think we're supposed to be trained better. We should have, I think if it was the most natural and it was respected for what it was supposed to be like as a ritual and as a ceremony, Jess would have never felt like she couldn't do it in that moment. That's what I think. I think if she had the right people around her and we were trained the way we should have been, I mean, before she ever had a baby ever,
when you say we,
trained
what
this
do you mean
way,
we?
Cultural society. That's what I was going to say. So I don't even mean since she was pregnant. I mean trained that way her whole life at what birth actually is, the beauty of birth, like what it is ceremonially, what it is as a ritual, what it is as everything, right? And if you were raised like that and your friend, and that's the place where your friends and family, they come together and they help you through it, and it's this beautiful thing and you bring this life into the world and then maybe she would have never even freaked out. But also like your mom and sister and dimmer fucking lights.
Oh, bro.
Might be nice.
Not the hot white fluorescence.
Not
bro?
even the normal fluorescent lights even, but let alone they do the fucking spotlight. But even without the spotlights, like I said that almost immediately. I guess I'm the first one to hold him since you guys. And so he's the first time he's ever been held by someone that's not his parents. And the first thing I say is I'm just like, bro, these fucking lights, because you could see it, like if he barely opened his eyes, he'd be like, and I'm crazy. Like, dude, I can't look up into this. This kid's been in dark his whole life. And I told everyone in that moment, I go, look up, close your eyes. And it's still bright as fuck, and we're used to the sun, right? And so like shit like that, where it's so weird that I think it's so weird that we've come so far that we don't even think that's weird. Like that's something everyone should see. Like, hey, bright ass lights in this baby's eyeballs. He just came out. It's only been dark. It's probably not even good for your fucking eyeball development to go to pure fluorescent lighting instantaneously.
It's wild, dude.
But yeah, that was good, right? I did good.
Yeah, I mean,
I got my point out. People know how I feel.
The people who don't agree with you, they're writing their comments.
The people who don't agree with me,
messages.
the people who don't agree with me, fuck them. They're wrong. And as usual,
that's it.
And we move forward.
We move the fuck on.
America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day.
That was tough transition there.
So, yeah.
Tough transition there, big boy. But
So
yeah,
you've
dude,
been doing dad shit. I haven't done much.
any dad shit? Any dad shit you've done?
No, just the normal dad shit, you know. Jujitsu, taking the kids jujitsu. It's summertime now, so we're thinking of what we're gonna do. Me and the old lady went and saw The Machine yesterday, Bert Kreischer's new movie.
Oh shit! How
That's
was that?
podcast relevant, I guess.
Yeah, how was that? No.
It's hard for me to answer this.
No, dude, you're telling me that face tells me it wasn't that good, and it fucking makes daddy disappointed.
I don't know. I might be too close to it.
Damn, bro.
I might be too close to it in the way that, like, I don't know. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I guess a layout. I just assume if you're like listening to this podcast, you probably listen to podcasts like it, and probably all the main ones that are somewhat like it. But Bert Kreischer is a comedian, podcaster. He just had a like theatrical movie release, like in movie theaters, for a movie called The Machine, and no one like of his stature or peer group. Is that real?
Ilk.
No one of his.
ilk.
I'm gonna believe you. I've never heard the
I'm
word.
a fucking English major. Ilk is the word.
Okay, I said I'm gonna believe you. That was so aggressive for me saying I'm gonna. Yeah,
Let's fucking get aggressive.
yeah, is that the right word? Well, then I'm gonna fucking use it. Okay.
ILK, ilk.
I'm gonna use it. This has been a really mellow podcast. It's kind of like a different vibe than our other ones. You should have babies more often.
But you like
no, but no one of his ilk has done like a motion picture, so it's a big deal. They got like Mark Hamill's in it. That's Luke Skywalker, the original Luke Skywalker.
Oh shit!
That's who plays Bert's dad. And it's basically a movie about him and about this story, this Russian mafia story. You've probably seen it.
It's like his most famous.
It's what made his thing.
Exactly.
Another fun fact people don't know is like, do you know the movie Van Wilder?
Yes.
Do you know that was his life? Do you know they had to buy the rights to Bert Kreischer's life for that movie?
For Van Wilder?
He was Van Wilder, Bert Kreischer, the Machine from college.
Are you being serious?
I swear to God. Whatever the director, it's not fucking Martin Scorsese, but my brain keeps saying that, so it must have an S or something. I can't think of who it was.
Did you just learn that, or have you known
No,
that?
I've known that for years.
Really?
That's a fun fact. I'm giving you fun facts that no one fucking knows.
Wow, keep them coming, Daddy.
That's a fun fact. But yeah, because Rolling Stone, when he was a kid, wrote him like the fucking America's #1 party animal type thing, this article. And so Oliver Stone, I believe, we can fact check that, but I believe it was Oliver Stone bought the rights to his life, and then they made Van Wilder.
Wow.
It was National Lampoon's Van Wilder, right?
Yeah. Van Wilder equals Bert
Yeah,
Kreischer.
so they did it. They basically made a play on this story in the second half of this Go to Russian Mafia story. I wanted it to be the best because to me, it's like we don't get good comedies in movies anymore. Have you noticed that?
Ever, bro.
Last 10 or 15 years.
I agree with you so fucking hard on that.
1
right
to
now.
3 maybe, and I can't even name them.
Like, when's the last time, Mike, you went to a movie, or even just movie theaters aren't a thing anymore? So when's the last time you saw a movie for the first time, a comedy, and like laughed, laughed, and then
I honestly think this is the end, and that probably came out in the late 2000s.
Oh,
that probably came out in like 2009.
Fucking banger. I think it
Sausage
was
Party,
09.
same guys came out with Sausage Party. Seth Rogen and those guys came out with Sausage Party after that, I think, and that was fucking hilarious. So maybe it's that one. But that's what I wanted it to be. So that was my expectations. I wanted his movie to be Seth Rogen-esque, like those guys, right? Seth and Evan and those guys, because we need to invigorate comedy movies. And I thought like this group of guys, all these top podcaster comedians would be the guys to do it. I didn't think it was that funny. Now, when it started out, I assumed that it was the reason I wasn't really feeling it was because maybe I know him too well. Like if you think of famous movie stars, usually there's distance between them and like their actual life and their movies. You think of Leonardo DiCaprio. You don't see him fucking doing podcasts all the time and interviews all the time, blah, blah.
His personal life is very...
They keep their personal separate. And I always thought like that was old media and new media. You think The Rock, you think Kevin Hart, these guys that are tackling it on both ends and kind of giving... And that works. But I was thinking maybe I'm so close to Bert Kreischer through podcast and comedy that I can't see this for what it is because I'm seeing him and I'm seeing where he's acting and where he's serious and blah, blah, blah. But by the end, I was just like, no, I just think comedically it lacked a little bit. And dude, I know you know this because we talked about talking about this like on the podcast, and I didn't even know that if I wanted to or not. And that's because I feel I want to rally behind it and I want people to see it. So
because that's our
let
guy,
me still
dude.
pitch this.
That's our fucking guy.
So it wasn't the funniest movie I've ever seen. What definitely wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. If you're a Bert Kreischer fan, there's enough stuff in it that's funny. Like there's a cameo with his wife. There's things that happen.
Yeah.
And if you know him, it's funny. However, go fucking support it because this is the chance in the opening that like the high level podcast, high level comedians, that group of people, you know, the fucking
Andrew
obviously
Schultz of
Rogan
the
can do
world.
anyone,
Yeah.
but Andrew Schultz, Santino, Lee, all these guys.
Yeah.
It will be the ticket into these guys being able to do movies and studios putting their money behind it. So I don't want to say something bad because I would tell you to see it, if not just for that, just to push the needle forward.
Yeah.
So we can bring back comedy in some way. And I think this group of guys would be the guys to do it. They're the funniest guys around right now.
I think about it as like when the superhero movie extravaganza started maybe 10 years ago. Like think about like it was like Batman and Spider-Man were like the first movies. And then from that, it was a fucking avalanche. And the only thing you see in movie theaters now is fucking superhero movies. That's what I hope for it to be like you're talking about with the comedy situation. Like, I can't even truly think of the last good comedy I saw that was like, fuck, I can't wait to go see another comedy after that. So if, like you say, if there can be like a wave, dude, of new comedians who, if anyone who listens to a comedy podcast knows, this is the type of shit that truly makes people laugh, that truly connects with people. The stuff that you see in movies nowadays, like the quote unquote comedy, it's terrible, dude.
Well, that's even
there's
how
no
I
true
feel.
connection. Like it's so surface level. Like
Yeah, I don't want to beat it down because I just tried to build it back up. But some of this stuff, it's like anytime the whole, like there were certain moments where the whole theater laughed. And those moments to me were like tacky comedy.
like so low hanging fruit. Like
Just to where I was like, okay, that's funny. But like that reference has been played out for the last 35 years or something. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You're
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, everyone laughs when you
Nothing
do that
original,
thing or
yeah.
say that thing. Everyone sings when you play Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. It's like, it's that. Like someone plays that,
Oh,
it's
God.
fun and it's a blast, but you're also like,
give me something
it's easy,
new, dude.
right? That's the wedding song, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to jump in.
I get it.
Yeah, so we're fucking basically at time. That's a quick one. It's more of a sentimental one into your life and your
Yeah,
your
I like it.
birthing process.
Quick birth, quick pod.
I can't stop thinking about how we like our singing was a total like abomination
At the beginning?
to America.
How do you want to take it out, Daddy?
I would like to sing by myself the national anthem in a respectable way, so it's not so tone deaf and terrible.
Everyone listening is like,
Right?
God, he thinks he can fucking sing the national anthem, and they're just like want to blow their brains out. So take it out of this fucking aluminum soda
dripping.
can you put up here for no reason. By the way, why the fuck did you do that, bro?
I need
Like,
you.
while I was talking, I saw you doing that, and I'm like, why the fuck is he putting this soda can up here with his? It's so dumb, dude.
I needed something to hold it, and it was like in the frame. It was like this. This doesn't feel good because it's there, but it's America. So I need you to remove your hat.
Oh, fuck me.
All right, hats off. I need you're right. Are you supposed to stand? Right?
Stand.
Yeah,
Stand.
you're supposed to stand too. Aren't we both?
Stand, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here, and I'm gonna. You know what? I'll hold the flag.
I'll hold the flag since you're singing.
You have a fucking. You're killing my shot here. No, it's okay. Here, we'll just use this. Oh, let me see us out first. Hey, episode 14, bitches. Like, subscribe,
Let's, like,
leave
sort
a
of
comment for the algorithm.
I'll sit here.
And I'm gonna sing us out. I'll see you next week.
Sing us out.
Okay, here.
boys.
I want your right hand on your heart though. None of this bullshit. Here we go.
I'm gonna stay in frame though. Sort of in frame.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
When are you gonna end this?
At the twilight's last gleaming,
This is the worst.
whose broad stripes and bright stars